Hello there, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of May 25th through the 31st. I am using my Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so, Virgo, what we have coming up for Monday is we have the Ace of Clubs in reverse. The Ace of Clubs in reverse just is telling me that you are feeling on Monday, you're feeling a little bit unmotivated, uninspired. Do I have to get out of bed? That's the feeling that it has shown up for you on Monday, Virgo. So, best way to overcome that? Start thinking, even while you're laying in bed, of happiness thoughts. What I call happiness thoughts. Things that make you happy. Things that you're looking forward to. Things that you like during your day. You know, one of my things is I am just thankful that I'm alive and I'm breathing. You know, that's a pretty good thing in my world. You know, so that's like my first happiness thought. If I notice that I'm waking up going, I don't want to start today. Hey, I'm alive. I'm breathing. Guess what? I get to do whatever I choose to do with my day. I have free will. You know, I can show up for work, or I can call in, or I can go skiing, or I can go, which is silly because I never go skiing. I'm afraid of falling. But, you know, there's all these choices. And, you know, for me, the choice is do readings. I get to do readings. I love to do readings. That just makes me so happy. So that's a happiness thought for me. So whatever it is that you love to do, start thinking about that. Start imagining that. Maybe that'll help you come out of this, oh, dear Lord, I've got to get up attitude on Monday. All right, so let's move on to Tuesday, Virgo. Tuesday, what you have showing up is you have the Five of Clubs. And the Five of Clubs really talks about competition. There's some kind of competition going on Tuesday. Could be formal, could be informal. This card can indicate either. The nice thing about this card, whenever it comes in right side up, is it's talking about a healthy form of competition. So in other words, like an example of a healthy form of competition would be maybe a marathon. Because you train for a marathon and you get healthier and you get more fit as you're training for that marathon. So you're definitely getting benefits from participating in that competition. So that's a healthy form of competition, okay? There's some kind of benefit coming out. You come out of this better at something than what you were before. And that's what I'm seeing on Tuesday. Whatever this competition is that you're involved in on Tuesday, Virgo, you come out better at something than you were before. So it's a very healthy type of competitive situation for you. Now, on Wednesday, Virgo, what you have coming up is you have the Six of Coins in reverse. And the Six of Coins in reverse just says that somebody is going to be coming to you and asking you for help. And so you get to decide, am I going to be the generous person, or am I going to not be? Am I going to decide, you know, when somebody comes to us and asks for help, we do have some things that, you know, we want to consider. We want to consider, well, do they genuinely need help, first of all? And many times if they're coming to us asking for help, probably they do, because for most people it's not easy to ask for help. And then, you know, the next thing is, if I do this thing that they're asking, is that really a help to them? Or is there something that I could do for them that would actually be more of a help to them? And are they willing to receive whatever it is that I'm willing to offer them as help? Because sometimes people want a certain kind of help. They want it in a certain way. They've got it in their mind what they need. And if we try to offer them something different, they don't really, it's hard for them to receive it because maybe they don't see how that is help. So it's really important when somebody asks for help, you know, it makes us feel good that they come to us for something like that, but it's really important to be sensitive to the other person and to what is really help and what is really not help. And to, you know, just be really sensitive in that situation to do the thing that is actually the most help. Okay, so Thursday, Three of Coins for you, Virgo, creative, celebratory, happy day. That's what I'm seeing for you. You get to do something creative. So I'm always struck by the musical instrument on this card. Well, I shouldn't say always, but generally I am. And to me, this talks about, you know, creative type of day. If we're talking Thursday, you know, maybe you're out performing at a gig somewhere. You could be. That's not unheard of. But, you know, maybe you're doing band practice on Thursday. That's definitely creative expression. In fact, I've been around for bands that perform and bands that practice. I guess I should say performances and practices because they kind of go hand in hand. But, you know, you get to be more creative even in a band practice than you do in an actual performance. Performance, you've kind of worked out all the kinks. In a practice, you get to try this and try that and see what works here and what works there and what works there. So I'm feeling like probably this is going to be more of a practice type of situation that has to do with your creativity. It may not necessarily have to do with music for everybody, although I feel like for a lot of you it will have to do with music. But this could also be, you know, writing or maybe editing something that you've written, you know, that you are writing because you love to write. Or this could be about a painting and, you know, kind of trying different things with your style, trying to, you know, just exploring what kind of things would be fun for you in that area. So there's something definitely creative going on Thursday for you Virgos. And I see you really tweaking it and playing with it and just being able to really run with exploring it. And that is so much fun. So if you can't tell, I'm a little bit jealous of y'all's Thursday. It looks like fun to me. So anyway, Friday, let's move on, Virgo. I have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse is like the craziest situation that the cards have ever depicted to me. I won't say that they ever depict because the cards kind of breathe and morph and grow, and so their meanings change for me as time goes by. But what we have for the Seven of Swords in reverse, crazy situation here. Let me go back and explain what the Seven of Swords upright means, because that'll help you kind of understand what I'm saying. When the Seven of Swords comes in upright, which is not exactly what you have here since you have reversed, but when it comes in upright, it talks about somebody trying to pull something over on you. They're trying to get away with something. They're trying to be sneaky. And the situation is that they don't think you realize that that's what they're up to, but you do. You just don't let them know that you do. You're just kind of letting them do whatever it is that they think they're getting away with and being sneaky about just to see what happens next. Okay, well, what's the next move they're going to pull? This is kind of interesting. It's kind of a study in human behavior, more or less, is what you're doing. So now what happens is you've got the Seven of Swords that comes in reverse. So what's going on now is that person that pulled that sneaky thing that doesn't think that you know about it, well, they feel kind of bad, and they want to make it up to you. But the problem is you don't know about it as far as they know. You really do, but they don't know that. And so they don't want to tell you what they did to you because they are feeling kind of bad about it. But they want to make it up to you. So they're going to be doing something nice for you or kind for you, but they're not going to tell you where it came from. You're going to know because you saw this video. Oh, they're trying to make up for what they did before. So say that, like, if somebody stole $20 out of a stash that you have, maybe you stick $20 in your sock drawer or whatever and just kind of keep it on hand just in case. Okay, say that somebody stole $20 out of your stash. And now they feel bad about it because maybe you ran to your stash one time and tried to use it. Maybe you wanted to run out and get ice cream real quick from the ice cream man, but then your $20 wasn't there and you were disappointed. Maybe other people in your family were disappointed too. I mean, everybody loves ice cream, right? So then they're trying to make it up to you. So now they're either trying to figure out how they can sneak back into your sock drawer and put $20 in there, or maybe now they're trying to buy ice cream for everybody in the family the next time the ice cream truck comes around. Or maybe they're just trying to do something nice for you that's not either one of those things, but it kind of makes up for, in their mind, for what they did. So something's going on where somebody's trying to make up to you for something that they thought that they snuck and got away with, but that you actually knew about. That's what that card's all about. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about there. Saturday, what we have coming up for you Virgos is we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse is just talking about that you have a decision that you want to make, and you want to be as fair as you possibly can with this decision. The nice thing about my Two of Swords card in this deck is that typically a Two of Swords card has a blindfold. The blindfold, there's no blindfold on this lady. So when I get a Two of Swords up in this particular deck, then I know that Nobody is in denial here. You're not in denial about anything as you're trying to make this decision. And I really see you procrastinating on this decision on Saturday, that you're having a hard time making it because you are trying to be as fair as you possibly can with it. And it's just one of those things. It really feels to me like it really is just one of those things. It's just a really tough decision, and there's not a clear-cut direction to go with this. So I see you procrastinating on it until you can figure out what you think is the fairest there. Now on Sunday, what we have coming up, Virgo, is we have the Five of Cups reversed. Now, Five of Cups reversed is also an interesting situation, although it's not as complicated as the Seven of Swords reversed. But Five of Cups reversed is talking about that something had happened to you before that had you disappointed in either a situation or a job or a relationship, and you were feeling disappointed, and so you decided, well, you know what, I'm not going to put so much of my energy and effort into that situation or job or relationship. And you started shifting your priorities and shifting where you're spending most of your energy and effort as a result of that disappointment. So now when this card comes in upside down, what has happened is that now you're taking those priorities that you had shifted over. Now you're shifting them back to where they were originally. So something's happened that has kind of either compensated for that disappointment or has put you at ease as far as that disappointment that you had before. And so now you're going back to your old way of your old priorities. Okay? So Virgos, that's your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, feel free to check out my website first and make sure I'm the best person for you to work with. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around, if you still feel like I am the best person for you to work with, then go ahead and contact me and we will schedule you a session as quickly as possible. And for everybody else, you all have a great week. I'll see you here next week. Peace out.